All right, so even after school, I have people come to say hello. So okay, we finished with just putting in domain and getting range. Again, this is all pretty much Algebra 1 stuff. But now this part, 8, 9, 10, and so forth, that is getting into our Algebra 2, where we put one inside another, okay? And so whenever you know the value, you go, I'm trying to think of how I want to. Okay, let's do it this way. You always start with the outside function. So the outside function is x plus 3. So I'm going to write that as x plus 3. Okay, because that's the f function, that's the outside function. Well, then you're going to take out the x and put in, it tells us that the next thing we're going to put in into the f function is the g function. So I'm going to take out this x, and I'm going to put the g function in where that x was. So again, I'm going to take out the x, put parentheses, but I'm going to put the g function inside those parentheses. So that's x squared minus 1. And then in that g function, it tells us that I need to put, no, okay. It tells us inside that g function, I need to put a number 2. So I'm going to take out this x and put in a number 2. And I kind of ran out of room, so I think I'll rewrite it. Oh, not a 3, but a 2. Okay? And then you work that out from the inside out, okay? So let me rewrite it a little bit better so that we've got just a little bit more room. Okay, the f function is x plus 3. But inside of this, so that's where this came from. Inside of this x, I'm going to put the g function, which was x squared minus 1. I'm even going to scoot that over just a little bit, so I've got lots of room. X squared minus 1. And then inside of that g function is the number, I'm going to take that x out, and I'm going to put the number 2 right here. Okay, so we're going from the outside in to evaluate it, okay? So then 2 squared is, and I'm just going to work it out. I'm just going to use a regular marker just to work that out, okay? So now I just work it out from the inside out. So 2 squared is 4 minus 1 plus 3. 4 minus 1 is 3 plus 3, which is the number 6. Okay? So, but that's how you substitute in, is you start from the outside, then you put the next part in. Oh, let me do it with the same colors. Sorry. So start with the outside, then you put the next function in. Oh, I just realized what I did. Okay, start here. Wow. Start there. Put that h inside of that g, and then from that h, let me use my better red, put that actual number right there. Okay? So this one says start with the g function, so that's x squared minus 1. So I'm going to say x squared minus 1. I don't know how big I'm going to have to put something there, so I put a nice big set of parentheses. So inside that x, I'm going to put the h function, and the h function is 2x minus 8. Again, that's why I actually left a room, because I didn't know how big that was going to be. And inside of that h, I'm going to put the number 1. So I'm going to take out that x, and that's where I'm going to end up putting an actual number. And then I'm just going to work it out from the inside out. And then that's going to set us up for these other types of functions. So 2 times 1 is 2 minus 8 squared minus 1. 2 minus 8 is negative 6 squared minus 1. Negative 6 squared is 36 minus 1, which is just the number 35. Okay? So we're working. So once we substitute it in, then we just work it out like order of operations. Inside the parentheses, multiply, subtract, square, and then we work it out from there. Okay? So we've got another one, but it actually has 3 parts to it. So, let me... Alright, that looks like it's good. Okay, so this next one has 3 parts to it. So, we start with the H function, so I'm going to have to look at it. Oh, okay, so the functions are, I'm going to write them off to the side because I can't see them. F of x is x plus 3. G of x is, what's g of x? X squared minus 1. And h of x is 2x minus 8, I think. Yeah, okay. So now that I'm here with you, now let's look at number 10. Okay, so it says to start with the h function. So the h function is 2x minus 8. And this is a pretty, since you're putting so many inside, I'm going to use like a huge parentheses because I don't know how much room it's going to take. Okay? So the h function is 2x minus 8. And then inside of that, I'm going to put the g function. So I'm going to put x squared, oh, I need to leave lots of room, x squared minus 1. So that stands for x squared minus 1. That's the g function. So then inside the g function, I'm going to put the f function, which is x plus 3. So that's the f function, x plus 3. And then inside that x, I'm going to put the number 4. Okay? So again, it's just function inside a function inside a function. Okay? As we go. And it's going to actually be even easier when we get here. There's another way we can do this that I can show you. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have students with you in